couple of weeks ago, we got you acquainted with the undefeated Marlboro girls volleyball team, and now let's catch up with them as they look to stay undefeated in the playoffs. Monday, they took on Milford in a quarterfinal matchup. In Game 1, the Panthers showed off their power early as Laura Silverman blasts through the block for a kill. Then it's Taylor Fearing setting it up nicely again for her sister Alexa to put one away. Panthers take Game 1 25-14. Game 2, Kelly Albrecht with a great dig, followed by a heads-up running set by Vanessa Pascal, allowing Alexa Fearing to put one softly down the line for the point. Panthers win Game 2 25-23. Marlboro would lose Game 3, and in Game 4, both teams went back and forth until a long volley ended with a Milford kill, forcing a deciding 5th game to 15 points. Panthers would come out strong with Fearing for the kill, and later on it was Angela Scott to Alexa Fearing, as Marlboro would go on to win the final game 15-8, setting up a Wednesday night semifinal versus Hopkinton. After winning Game 1, Marlboro found themselves down 16-18, looking to regain the lead as Melissa Scott dives for a dig, and then the sisters Fearing take care of the rest. Panthers find a way back in it, and Melissa Scott puts away Game 2 with a nice serve. Marlboro would drop Game 3 22-25, but would put their collective foot on the gas pedal for Game 4, as senior captain Angela Scott served for 12 straight points to mark a 21-6 lead, and with a 24-8 lead, Taylor Fearing would leave it for Silverman, who would decisively end the match on a huge kill down the middle. The 20-0 Panthers will now take on a 22-0 Medfield squad Saturday at 3 p.m. at Hudson High. We spoke with some of the Panthers to find out what their strategy was for Hopkinton and what their winning secret is.
We saw them about 2 games in the Milford tournament that we went to earlier this season. We knew they had 3 hitters up front. They were working with 1 setter, so we just had to step up our blocking, make sure our back row was covering everything, and I think we did a good job at that.
A lot of us play club outside of the season, so that really improves our game, and I don't know, we just really focus in practice and everything.
I credit the whole team, we can't just say it's any one position. It's defense, it's hitting, it's setting. It's really every place.
So to Hudson High we go, a packed house on Saturday afternoon to see 2 undefeated Titans fight it out for the Division II Central Mass title. Medfield is no stranger to big games, as they have won the title a few times in recent years. The Panthers dug themselves a hole early in Game 1, partly due to the play of 6'3" Natalie Dickinson, who kills one for a point here. Medfield looking like a well-oiled machine, as not even a great set and spike from the Fearing sisters could get through their front line. Panthers down 6-2, and later with the score 13-6, the captain Angela Scott started to serve up a comeback. 4 service points later, the rally was halted by another big kill from Dickinson. Later, Melissa Scott can't handle a funky serve, making the score 17-11, and forcing Coach Lepre to take a timeout to get his girls back in the game. Right after that, the Panthers decided to show Medfield what got them this far. From Scott to Fearing, setting it for a big Silverman slam. The Panthers then stayed with Medfield, and late in the game, Melissa Scott would find an empty corner, making the score 23-21. Then, facing a game point, 24-22, Alexa Fearing puts the Panthers within 1, but a big kill by Captain Kathleen Craw gives the Warriors Game 1. Game 2 started out much better for the black and orange. Tied up at 3, Melissa Scott makes a big block. Then Silverman gets a piece of another hard shot, which leads to Fearing burying one for the lead. The first half of Game 2 found the 2 teams trading points. Knotted at 5, an unbelievable sprawling save by Hannah Donnelly leads to a heads-up point for MHS as Vanessa Pascal finds some empty court. Tied at 10, a diving effort from Melissa Scott would give the Panthers the lead. And still leading at 15-13, Scott would make 2 more great plays. But Craw's kill down the line ended the volley, and after that, the Panthers just couldn't find a rhythm, and Medfield takes Game 2 25-16. The Panther faithful would try to rally the troops for Game 3, and trailing 8-7, Melissa Scott hits the floor yet again, and that helps them tie it up as the Medfield spike goes wide. The Panthers would stay close, fighting for every point, but in the end, there would be no rally, and Medfield takes Game 3 25-20 and hands the Panthers their only loss of the season. Medfield wins the Division II Central Mass title. Congrats on a great season, Panthers.